Welcome to Tin. That was too much. I was doing too much. I don't
Wow.
like that.
Dude, you did too much.
I
That
did too much.
wasn't you, man. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to Tin and Max. I'm Max, and that guy over there is Tin. And we're here today to talk about our top five favorite games. We have not talked about each other's games. We're going in blind. And we know that these are the definite top games. If you
Absolutely.
have a different opinion, you're wrong. You're
Yeah.
just wrong.
Yeah.
No, but in all seriousness, comment down below your favorite games. We probably won't talk about them because we're only going to talk about five games each, and who knows, one of ours might overlap. So let us know your favorite games down below. But we'll start off. Tin. What is one of your favorite games?
We'll start off with a simple one, an easy one.
Mm-hmm.
This was the first game I ever played.
Whoa,
Um,
big.
Back when I was a wee lad. My uncle bought me a Game Boy Advance SP, which was the one that flipped open. That okay, it's yeah. And he got me a Sonic game. I don't remember what the Sonic game was. I don't like Sonic. But the other game was Super Mario Bros. Advanced 4, which was basically a port of Super Mario Bros. 3.
Yeah,
I don't know why they named it that. But yeah, so basically pretty much Super Mario Bros. 3 was my first game, and I've kind of always loved it because of that. It's one of the things that got me into the genre, the gaming sphere. I remember one day you and I spent like an entire night playing through Super Mario Bros. 3 on the virtual console on the Wii. Um, so yeah, no, it's just and like the most I don't play it a ton now, but it is kind of like it's on here because it is the one that got me into gaming. And
yeah,
yeah, nice and easy one. Max,
yeah,
go for it. Number
yeah.
one, two.
I would say honestly, I'll kind of go in the same kind of vein, but it's a different game for me. It's Pokemon Fire Red. It was a game that just I could sink hours into, and I never caught them all. I wasn't that person that could do all of them, but I did catch Mewtwo, try to do all those type of things. Um, but man, it was just so much fun. It was just so much fun just to go in and just play games. I remember on a road trip, my brother and we had a challenge where both of us were both had our own copies of the game, and we were going to play the entire road trip. And then at the end of the road trip, we were going to battle. He
I
had
did
a
something similar
level
once.
100 Mewtwo, and I had a bunch of level like 60s and 70s. So like I like made like a whole team, and he made one like Mewtwo. Just that's it. He only battled with that. So he creamed me, and I learned a very valuable lesson that levels matter a lot. But no, it was a great. It's such a fun game. I could still go back and just play Pokemon right now, the original ones, and honestly just lose time in that. It's
Yeah.
just so much fun. So I'd say that's one of mine. But
I'm
so
adding a
similar
rule
vein.
to this video because I can do that. This is our video. We can do whatever I want.
Uh-huh.
Honorable mentions. We can bring up honorable mentions. An honorable mention for me is going to be Pokemon Emerald because same thing.
Great game.
It was my
Great
first
game.
Pokemon game. I had
Yep.
a level 100 Rayquaza that I got from that game that I kept for the longest time,
Yes.
transferring it to more and more games.
Love that.
Um, yeah, Rayquaza is still my favorite Pokemon.
So
If
great.
anyone ever asks, or my favorite legendary, I guess doesn't matter.
No, I love it. Great honorable mention. Great honorable mention. Pokemon just in general is great, but specifically,
Well,
yeah, Pokemon Fire Red was the first one. So, I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, all some of the new ones are. Anyways, it's fine. Okay, moving on. Moving on. What's another one on your list of top five games? Tin.
another throwback.
Ooh,
Um, Star Wars Battlefront 2, the good
yes.
one,
I'm so happy you
PlayStation
mentioned this.
2.
Yes. Come
You and I
on.
used to play it all the time.
All the time.
It's potentially the first kind of shooter game I played. It might have even been the first like console game I played, not
Yeah.
handheld like on a TV and console. Because that's I had a PlayStation 2 first, I'm pretty sure. And it's just still so much fun. I can still boot it up now and just have a blast because it's just a really fun game. And you and I used to play it all the time.
So
Whenever
good.
we would do like Galactic Conquest against each other, it would just be a constant stalemate. We'd fight over one planet forever because whoever had the Jedi freaking power up, whatever, would win. Because that's all you needed to win was the Jedi power up.
I
Because
think
the
it was Tatooine home advantage, right? Whoever had Tatooine as the home advantage usually won because you had like the other little extra troops that fought with you, and so it made it if we would both be Jedi's fighting against each other, and whoever was like the one who had the planet would win usually, and then it's like it was just so hilarious. It was so great.
Yeah.
That was so fun. That was so fun.
Yeah,
Great,
that
great
was
choice.
fun.
I did not have that on my list, and it really probably should be. But I'm gonna kind of follow in the same vein again, because I think we had similar mindsets. But Rock Band 4
Oh yeah.
is a game that we have sunk so many hours into. Now, obviously, now can't play it as much. I still have Rock Band drums and guitars, and stuff like
Same.
that. Um, and it that is just a game that Tin and I just would play for hours on end. Making fun bands and then dreaming about like creating our own band, second to last.
Take it the
And
last. Yep.
it was
Good
just
name.
so much fun. A great game, great name. So much fun. And honestly, I will always have a special place in my heart just for Rock Band and Rock Band 4 specifically because of all those songs that were on there. There were so many options that we could play, and it never got
Rock Band 3, also honorable mention because that's the one we played a bunch before Rock Band 4 came out.
That's very true. That's very true. But yeah,
Um,
Rock Band 4, I think, is my second, one I wanted to mention on this list.
that's a good one. Rock Band was great. I love Rock Band. I think I looked because PlayStation tells you how many hours you have in a game, and I think like over 300 hours in Rock Band 4 or something.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, that's a good one.
Mhm.
My next one. This one was there was two games I really wanted to put in this spot, and I kind of just had to go with one. Um, and I'm kind of cheating because I did Mass Effect Legendary Edition
Oh,
because
boo, boo! I
then I
put
don't
Mass
have to
Effect
pick a
2. I put
specific
Mass.
game.
Okay, boo. Okay, continue. Say your spiel about how you were able to cheat the system. Go ahead.
Well, for one, it's all three games, so I don't have to pick
It's
an
true.
I don't have to pick an individual one. Like that's honestly like the best part about Legendary Edition is it's just all of them in one spot that I
So
can
true.
play on my PS5 right now. And I've played it like three times all the way through since it came out.
I have a question though. If you had to choose one of the three, which
Three.
one would you choose? Three. Oh,
Yeah.
I chose two. I would choose
Three
two.
is always my favorite. I know people bash the ending, but there's so many other. I mean, three is my favorite because of the Citadel DLC, like almost alone. Some of the best fan service.
Yep. Yep. So great.
Um, and yeah, I get that a lot of people don't like any Mass Effect 3. I never hated it as much as everyone else. I didn't love it. But there's some everything else before that to me is really good. So that's why
Yeah.
three.
No, I get you. So the only reason that I'm kind of butting in a little bit is because Mass Effect 2 was on my list as well. And so I mean Legendary Edition, yes, is the correct answer, but like the Mass Effect 2 in particular, I just remember being the game that like was the first game I played where my decisions made an impact. And the way like the first time I played, I'm gonna be honest, I lost a lot of my team members,
Oh
and it
yeah.
was awesome. It was awesome because even though it was so sad and heartbreaking, but the first thing I wanted to do was play through the entire game again, which is a long game, just so that I could figure out how to save my team members. So much fun. So anyway, sorry I kind of took over your Mass Effect Legendary Edition, but I also just had to mention that's one of my top 5 games as well.
It's fine. Since Mass Effect was also on your list, the other option that almost took that spot, Mass Effect kind of won because I've just been a fan of it longer, was Persona 5. Was my I had a really hard time picking which one I wanted to put on the list because I love both of them. Mass Effect I've just been playing longer. Persona 5, great game. Love that series.
So that's just an
Got me into a
honorable
whole lot of
mention
good
for you.
games too.
Persona 5
Yeah,
is just an honorable mention. Okay.
yeah.
That is one on my list is Persona 5 Royal.
I figured.
Yeah, it is that game is so much fun. And if you haven't played it, you don't need to play any of the other Persona games to be able to just pick it up and play it. And there is just something about again just taking time to you just put so many hours into a game but you become lost in it, like where you are playing a good game is something you can just play and all of a sudden you're like it is 2 a.m. What just happened? I thought it was like 8 p.m.
What is real life?
Yeah. And there's not I'm personally now I think there's not a lot of games that can really make me do that, unfortunately. I mean, probably in a good thing, but also unfortunately. but it's just like that game in particular was one of those that was just it was the first one that my wife literally had to tell me, hey Max, I need you to stop playing video games and like spend time with me. So
Yeah.
it's a great game.
Tell
It's
her
a
I'm
great
still
game.
sorry about that because I got you into the game.
Yeah, you did. Oh my gosh, no, it was fine. I put the game down and spent time with my wife, which is the correct thing to
Yeah, yeah,
do.
yeah.
But it was
Smart
that
choice.
game was just so much fun. So much
Yeah.
fun.
Honestly, just like percent because like also like honorable mention almost doesn't do Persona 5 justice for me because it also got me into like Atlas games in general. And there's so much of those that I've loved the last couple years that I've been playing.
You played a ton.
Some I've talked about on this very channel.
Yep.
And it was my gateway drug. So
Yep. Yep.
all right, I guess that was yours.
Yep. Sorry, that was mine. Yeah. Yep.
All right,
So
two more.
wait, so I think have I already gone through four of mine? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's your
Well,
turn.
my second to last, not that they're in any particular order. Resident Evil 2 remake.
Ooh.
It's I love that game. I don't.
No bias on this channel for that. That as the best remake, by the way.
Yeah,
No
yeah,
bias
yeah,
at
yeah,
all.
yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what that reference is. Uh, I don't know. Once again, it was a game that got me into a series that I've grown to really love, and it's
Yeah.
just kind of like it's a game I can play just, and it's not like necessarily a long game, like not like Persona or Mass Effect or anything. Right now I can get through like the entire game in like 4 hours, no problem. But it's like comfort food. It's just a game that I can always go back to and never not enjoy, no matter how I'm playing it. I just absolutely love Resident Evil 2 remake. It's so much fun. And again,
Mr. X.
can you hear that?
Mr. X, are you there?
Mr. X. Oh my god. That traumatized me. It doesn't exist anymore because the that channel was terrible. But I did a playthrough of my first time playing Resident Evil 2 on my old channel, and yeah, no, I just love that game. And yeah, no, I've actually been playing it again recently because it's just so much. Okay.
Yep.
All right, your turn.
I'll give an honorable mention of mine, just because I only have one left since I've already gone through four of mine on my list. But honorable mention is Arkham City.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I wanted to put
I
an Arkham game, but I couldn't pick one.
it's so hard to pick one. Arkham City, though, the reason I would say that one is that's just the game that like made me love the Arkham series, if that makes sense. Like all three of them are just so incredible. But I didn't. I actually the first one I played was Arkham City, so that's I didn't even play the one before that. Yeah, I know it's crazy. But yeah, Arkham City was the first one I played. But man, those games are just so much fun. They really deserve to be on a top five list, and I'm sure they are for many people. But I chose a lot of games that was more of like just long lasting impact in my life. But like Arkham City deserves to be mentioned. If you haven't played those games, I mean, you should drop what you're doing and
Yeah.
play those right. So great.
I'm
And
gonna
they still stand the
I'm
test
a
of time.
piggyback off your honorable mention. My Arkham honorable mention would be Knight. Knight's my favorite. I know
Love
that
Night.
the Batmobile's controversial, and yeah, it would probably be better without it, but it still has. It looks amazing. It holds up fantastic to this day.
You can play right now.
The stories, I love the story. You and I, great memory of our friendship was we
Oh yeah.
bought it like the day it came out, and we spent like an entire weekend playing through the whole game.
So
We had to work around our different work schedules.
I remember literally going to work. We played until like 3 in the morning, and I had to work at like 8 in the morning at Best Buy. And so I literally slept at your house, changed into work clothes, go to work. Like it was, I mean, and then came straight back. Like I didn't even
Yeah.
like go home after
Yep,
in
yep.
between. It's crazy.
That's also when we learned that midnight releases weren't actually at
I
midnight.
drove, I drove your mom's manual car without knowing how to drive a manual. So
You were bad at it. We went to like it was like at least three different Game Stops, being like, "Where's the midnight release?"
where's the line?
It happened at freaking like 9 or 10 o'clock earlier that evening. It
All
was
of them were closed. All the Game Stops were closed at
oh, they
midnight.
were
And
super
I was
close.
driving a manual car
Everywhere was
around and
closed.
not knowing how to try. Anyways,
Oh God, good
yeah, good.
times.
So what's that? What's
Oh.
another game on your list?
Well, my last game, and look, this is probably not going to come to a surprise to people who've been paying attention to the channel. It's Dead Space 2.
Great, good choice. Good
I mean,
choice.
I literally got a
Yeah,
Dead Space tattoo. It's one of my
that's commitment.
the series in general, maybe not three. Um most of the series in general has such an impact on what I like in games and even just media. Like I love horror when it's good. I love science fiction. Um and like Dead Space 2 is just again like same with Resident Evil 2 remake, and maybe that's why they're both kind of on here. It's a game I never get tired of playing.
Mhm.
I've played Dead Space 2 so much throughout my life, and I will continue to play it more. I've played it on this channel twice. I live streamed it like a year ago. I live streamed it this year.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know.
So fun.
Dead Space in general, and then Dead Space 2 is the best Dead Space game, remake included. No contest, 100%. And I love it. I love it a whole lot.
I agree 100%. I agree 100%. I think that's a good choice, definitely over the Dead Space remake too. I mean, I know you, and definitely Dead Space 2 has been the biggest one for sure. So unlike a lot of these other ones where it's like, oh man, the whole all of them are just so great, you can choose that. Like, no, Dead Space 2 has
Dead
been the
Space
game
2.
for me. So
It's by far my favorite. And don't remake it because it won't be as good. I'm just gonna tell you now, it's not gonna be as good.
it's true. It's true. Well, the last one for me, and I think it's going to come to a surprise to everyone out there because they're not even going to know what game I'm talking about, is Planet Mini Golf.
Oh
Planet
my
Mini
god.
Golf is the game. And oh my goodness, if you don't know this
No,
game,
it does
you're
not
going to
deserve
have
this spot. You know it doesn't
it
deserve
it
this.
deserves it deserves a top five. Dude, okay, the amount, so we're already cracking up laughing about it, and that is why it deserves to be up here. This game is trash. If you haven't played it, it's, I mean,
Terrible.
you don't need to, but if the
You
reason
can't,
it's
I
so
don't
great,
think.
you
I
probably
don't think it
can't.
exists anywhere anymore.
It's the reason it is so great is because Ken and I would literally play this game all the time. And it is this, it's so stupid, but it is so much fun. And we would just die laughing every single time we play it. Like that is the epitome of gaming for me. I am, yes, I do. I love a good story, and I can just play down and sit down and play a single player game all day. Yeah, sure. But that's honestly not nearly as important to me as the times where I can play with my friend, and just literally die laughing and talking and just literally making awesome memories. I mean, I think in a weird way, like I think Planet Mini Golf kind of encompasses like we've been able to stay such good friends for all these years because we have games. I neither of us are good phone talkers. We wouldn't just call each other up and be like, "Hey, what's up, dude?" and and just like
Yeah.
talk. That's neither of our styles. We're just not good at it. But like we could just sit and play Planet Mini Golf, but then talk for hours and just die laughing. And so I know it doesn't it like the
No,
game
I get
itself
it.
doesn't
No,
deserve to be up
it's a
there,
good choice.
but
It's a
I
bad
I love
game, but it's
it.
it's it's like
Incredible.
it's like The Room. It's the equivalent of The Room for video games, where it's like so bad it loops around to being good. Because it's hilarious how much it doesn't work most of the time.
So
And
funny.
like the only reason one of us would be winning is because the game randomly decided to screw over the other one. And that's the only way you would win.
And then we would just trash talk each other the entire time. Like whoever won had the most respect until the next time we played. It was like like
Also, just like if we were winning for like 4 holes and then the game screwed us, the saltiness was just
oh, incredible.
immediate, and it would just flip flop based on whoever was in the lead. We were
Awesome.
basically
Awesome.
bipolar when we played that game.
Oh, it was so funny. Yeah, no, I mean, again, I no one's gonna even probably know that game, and that's okay. But
You
I
never know.
have I have to mention it in a top five games because of what it honestly what it's done just in I think again it just is what I find important in games, and that is just playing with friends and having a good time. So, yep.
Yeah, yeah. Any other one more sort of small honorable mention, same vein. Nidhogg,
Oh,
great.
great game.
I oh,
Great
it's not
game.
the first. It's the second video on this channel Um,
Yeah.
just watch that if you want to see what it's like when we play Nidhogg. It was just a very fun game. And
Yeah,
also like another honorable mention. They kind of suck now, but one of the Call of Duties, one of the Black Ops back in the day,
oh yeah, yeah.
two
That
or
good
one.
call out. We gotta talk about that. We played that for
Yeah.
so long.
We
Zombies and
just we would do like sticks and stones and like gun game. And I was always better than you, and you
oh,
were
you
always
still are
back.
to this day. I will admit 100% Call of Duty, any shoot 'em up games, I'm not good at it. It's just it's truthful. I honestly I get more scared than good. So like it's just yeah, it's those are not my type of like I'm not good at those games, but man, that was so much fun playing those. I'm trying to think if there's any other games that I want to make sure to mention because like I mean I know for a fact that we've missed some like
Oh yeah.
even like ourselves, you know. So again, comment down below what games you like. What are some of your favorite games? We again, if you haven't been on the channel for long, we comment on every single video or like comment. So and so let us know what games you like. We will definitely interact with you and let you know our opinion on your opinion.
It's
Wow,
trash because it's not our
this is a
opinion.
great this is a great outro. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.
That's not even our. That's not how we outro anymore, Max.
And we'll see you in whatever we're doing next.
Thank you.